Nigerian Air Force fighter jets under the air component of Operation Udoka have reportedly bombed the armories and camps of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB in Anambra State and neighboring Imo State. The fighter jet, according to a statement by the Nigerian Air Force spokesman, Air Commando Edward Gabwet, the Nigerian Air Force carried out several airstrikes on the IPOB fighters' hideout in Mother Valley, Osumowu, in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State, and at Ako Ihube in Okigwe local government area of Imo State. Air Commando Edward Gabquet noted in the statement that the air operations were conducted following credible intelligence reports that the fighters had finalized plans to unleash mayhem on the residents and other states in the region. He, however, stated that some of the bomb locations were fingered to be the armories of the separatist movement. Part of the statement reads, "Aircraft under the air component of Operation Udoka on Tuesday, September 26, 2023, carried out several strikes on IPOB ESN locations at Mother Valley, Osumowu, in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State, and at Ako Ihube in Okigwe local government area of Imo State. The strikes at both locations achieved their intended outcome and were deemed effective. Acting on credible intelligence that IPOB ESN fighters had perfected plans to disrupt civic activities lined up in the coming days in Anambra State and other states in the southeast region of Nigeria from their concealed bunkers/hideouts at Mother Valley, Osumowu. Airstrikes were authorized in conjunction with ground troops and other security agencies on the location believed to also house some of their weapons and ammunition. The strikes hit the target and were deemed successful following the ball of fire fleeing IPOB fighters at the location, as well as feedback received. Airstrikes were also conducted on the same day in close coordination with surface forces at IPOB ESN hideout camp in Ako Ihube in Imo State after a detailed analysis of intelligence on the IPOB fighters converging at their hideout. Consequently, airstrikes were also authorized to strike the hideouts. The targets were acquired and attacked in succession with a high degree of success, the statement concluded. The attacks were acquired and attacked in succession with a high degree of success, the statement concluded. Meanwhile, the Bishop of Anglican Diocese of Enugu, Most Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Chukwuma, during the Thanksgiving of And Imo at the Church Cathedral, restated a call for Nnamdi Kanu's release to restore peace in the southeast region. Also, Okeke, who is a stakeholder in Ohioma Olo local government area of Imo State, talking about the insecurity in the southeast region, stated that it is within the power of the federal government of Nigeria to end insecurity in the southeastern region. He therefore called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, direct the immediate release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, who had been freed by court of competent jurisdiction in the country. Okeke described Nnamdi Kanu as a respected personality in Igbo land, saying that if he is released, he may be able to address the ongoing insecurity through his words alone. He added that a region experiencing marginalization should not be further suppressed, according to his words. It is evident that the federal government of Nigeria is seemingly enjoying from the insecurity resulting from Nnamdi Kanu's arrest and the subsequent killings in the southeast, as they have failed to demonstrate their presence or exhibit genuine concern. The actions of the federal government of Nigeria gives the impression that the southeast is not considered as a part of Nigeria's territory. I humbly suggest that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should seek a political resolution in the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently held as a political prisoner in Nigeria. By doing so, peace can be restored in the southeast once he is released. Any other individual instigating trouble will be signaled out, allowing for a clear understanding of whom they are fighting for. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should seize this opportunity to accomplish what President Buhari failed to do, as he was hindered by his adherence to the old order, which prioritizes vengeance. By doing so, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can establish a name for himself, Okeke stated. However, ex-governor of Imo State, Ikedi Ohakim, has responded to those accusing the incumbent governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, of being responsible for the insecurity in the southeast region, especially in Imo State. According to him, Hope Uzodinma is also a victim of insecurity. Ikedi Ohakim stated this during an interview with Daily Sun. Speaking further, Ikedi Ohakim insisted that Imo State does not have the highest crime rate in the southeast. According to his words, on security, my worry is that some of our people, including members of the elite, create the impression that it is a peculiar problem to the state. Some even go further to insinuate that the governor deliberately hosts insecurity on the state. Nothing can be more nonsensical. Governor Hope Uzodinma is himself a victim of insecurity in the state. I am also a victim. I am in a position to know that the government is doing everything possible to tackle the situation. I can assure you that the government is on top of the situation. As a matter of fact, verifiable statistics within the Nigerian police does not show that Imo has the highest number of crime in the southeast. As a private citizen, I move around the southeast and I can say without any fear of contradiction that on the matter of insecurity, our dear state, Imo State, is not worse. That does not mean that we should give any room for complacency, but we should not blackmail ourselves and act in a manner that will rubbish the collective integrity of our dear state and its people. I have been personally involved in several meetings on the matter of insecurity in the southeast, and I know that the governors are doing quite a lot. Whether we like it or not, the matter rests squarely on the shoulders of the federal government, which is why I would once again restate my position that we need state police, he stated.